Alright guys, I'm here with a Panasonic CF-Y2. This one, like my other videos, I'm going to show you guys how to remove the lid from this one. This is similar to the CF-T8s, just a little different. The lid on these actually has the inverter board double-sided taped onto this area here, okay, on the inside. So we've got to be careful when we're actually opening it up. Another thing that you guys have to keep in mind is when you're removing it, you have to release the latch so that this slides out from the LCD bezel. Okay, so there's 8 screws. There's the same on both sides. There'll be one towards the front of the lid. This is a skinnier one. And the one towards the back is a little bit wider. Then you have the hinge cover, and then there's a little black one directly under the hinge cover. So let's remove those. I've already opened this unit. I was gonna use this as a parts unit, and I was gonna take the LCD and stuff off of this one. But then I decided, hey, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well make a video. So threw it all back together so that I can do this. It's actually not that bad. It's pretty quick and simple. Okay, so then we'll replicate what we just did on the other side. A little black one out of there, the wider one. And then the last screw, there is no screws. Unlike the T8 and the T7s, there are no screws on the inside of the bezel under the bumpers here. These are just rubber bumpers. Okay, so let's get to removing the lid. Excuse me. Alright, I'm going to use, this was number 0? I believe it's a 0 Phillips head screwdriver. Suction cup, plastic pry tool, maybe a metal one, just in case. Okay, so this time I'm going to start. Again, I'm going to start on the back, on the side of the unit, like I normally do. Okay, so I'm just going to start on the left side this time around, and then like all the other lids, there are clips along the side. So all you have to do is just lift up a little bit, give it some upward pressure with a suction cup, right? And then as you're doing that, you can stick your pry tool in there, and you'll be able to see once you get your pry tool in there where the clips are exactly located. Okay, so just recheck that side, and then we can come in and start loosening the back of the unit. Also applying some upward pressure. Now, we don't want to yank on the back because, like I said, the inverter board is it sits right here where that plastic pry tool is. So we do not want to damage that. Or then you'll be replacing that. Okay, this might happen to you too. The chrome-plated plastic push button, the latch release, might come off. No big deal. Okay, so I'm just going to work my way all the way around the right side. And now, push the latch release. Okay, that's what we're going to have to do. So we're going to break all the, we're going to loosen up all the clips here. I know the computer got turned really quickly on camera here. Okay, so once we kind of have these clips separated, then we press the latch release and just with your fingernail hold it down and come over and just break the bond on any of the ones, some solder left over there, from the clips. Okay, so then we remove that, and again up and away from you, and you see here's the inverter board. So what we're going to do is just unplug the wires. Then we can set this aside. Now, let's remove the inverter board. Since this video is just on the lid, let's remove the inverter board, because I'm assuming if you buy the lid, it probably won't come with the inverter board. So we're just actually going to cut the tape. Just going to cut that. Okay. Then, let's see, maybe right tool, and I'm keeping it flat to the lid. Just working it, not lifting up on the inverter board. I'm just trying to break the bond from the tape. I don't want to break the inverter board, so I'm not putting any upward motion on it. Just sticking the pry tool in there to destroy the tape and not destroy the inverter board. Okay, so there you have it. We've now removed the inverter board from your lid. So now let's assume that this is the new lid. So now obviously you're going to need some double-sided tape, right? So take the old one, get the old tape cleaned off of here, you know. There you go. Whatever doesn't come off, just leave it. You can apply the double-sided tape. Okay, so I'm going to use some 5mm wide tape by 3M. You just put that on there. You don't need a really wide piece of double-sided tape or any of that. Just come in here and just cut your tape, and then here you go. Alright, and just make sure that you reapply it over the aluminum tape there, just to disperse the heat. And then just gently press down. Don't push down on any of the major components there too hard. And there you have it. Now to reattach this, just plug in your wires. And then you just line them up. And then you just push down. I start in the front, on the front of the lid. Get it to click. I'm not going to do it because I still have to tear into this one. Okay, and then you just line up your screw holes here. And then you just push in. I'll do one side. Okay, so then you start doing that. And then you'll just hear a click. And they're locked. Okay, so then you just do that for all four sides and you're done. Put your screws back in. Oh, and then just in case your cover falls out, there's 2 holes on that little, you just shove it back in there. It'll slip in. The two little nipples on it will latch onto the holes, and then you're good to go. Okay. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hope this helped. And then, of course, you know, removing your lid gives you access to your LCD. So you just remove this tape here. I'm just going to just include the LCD removal. We're in here anyways. Okay, so then when we do that, remove this little fabric tape from it and disconnect your video cable. You flop that backwards. Okay, and then you remove this. This is just on there with some tape. Okay, once you remove that, this may come off. You don't need that on there, but you know, I put it back on there. You just set that aside, you know, throw them back here, and then you're just literally take your plastic pry tool, move your lid or your bezel over to the side, stick it inside one of the little holes here, lift up on your hinge. Okay, lift up on the other side. These are stiff hinges, they're not really loose or anything, and then there you go. Your whole LCD and bezel assembly will come out. Now your LCD is held onto this plastic bezel with some double-sided tape that runs along the 4 sides here. I actually don't need to remove it from this one. I'm gonna try it just for you guys. This is not a bad LCD. If I break it, it happens. But I'll do it so that, you know, I'm just applying some heat on medium just to soften up that double-sided tape glue. You may find that one of your sides on the bezel, when you push on the LCD, it comes off, it starts to lift up, and you might think, oh, this is going to be easy, I'll just be able to do it. Then when you least expect it, there's one piece of tape that really gripped on. Like on this one here, is on the left upper corner. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm going right under the tape, and I'm just gently peeling the tape upwards. I'm literally not putting that much pressure on my LCD. Right now I'm running my a metal spudger along the lid or the bezel. I am pulling upwards on the bezel to not put any pressure on the LCD itself, because you do not want to put, unless you're replacing a broken screen, but I'm not replacing a broken screen. I'm just removing this to show you, so I have to be careful not to break this one. Okay, so it looks like some of the tape will come off pretty easy since we warmed it up. Okay, so then down here, this is on the bottom side of the bezel. Oh boy. Let me take a peek. It is tape. It is tape. So what I just did here is I got under the tape. I was above the tape. Well, it doesn't come off too easy. Gotta get under the tape. This is where I gotta be careful because the bulb sits right here. Okay? I don't want to break my bulb, because then I'm screwed. Okay, so I'm going to apply a little more heat on the bottom side, just to soften up the glue, because I can feel it. It's getting too tight. It's not coming off easy. You don't want to force it. Then I got to do a backlight replacement, and I really don't feel like doing one of those right now. So apply a little bit of heat. Don't go crazy on your heat either. Don't need that much. Okay, so here we go. Just now the glue is coming up pretty easy. Okay. Gently remove it. Bingo. There we have it. Okay, there we go. So everything come off easy. It came off easy. I can't speak apparently. This little thing came off. It's just sits right on top here, on the middle of the screen, and it looks like it only actually has black tape on what, 2 sides? The 3 sides, so it'll be on the bottom part and on the left and right hand side, and then on the top part it has a little bit of double-sided tape on this one. So, yep. Alright, and then now to reassemble, say you put your new LCD on there, may or may not come with double-sided tape. More than likely, probably not. So we're just going to clean off the double-sided tape from here. Let me grab some double-sided tape. I have different sizes. I should say different thicknesses, not sizes. 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, and a 5 millimeter. I think for this one we're going to probably use the 3 mil. Yeah, 3 millimeter will fit fine on this one. On the top part here. Okay. So I just grab your tape. Push down on it, just wherever you want, just cut it. And you have that one. Okay, so then we're just gonna Okay, so then now we're gonna put some here on the side. We're actually gonna put it on the LCD itself. Let me see what fits nicely on there. Looks like it'll be the 5 millimeter wide. Okay, and then we just, you're gonna have to overlap onto the LCD a little bit. Okay, just stay within the really dark corner or the dark edge of the LCD, and then you'll be good. Okay, and then cut it. I cut it on the plastic of the LCD, not on the LCD itself. Flip it over. This still has the tape on it. I'm just gonna remove that because I don't want to put tape on top of old tape. You know, so. Okay, so then place your tape. Like I said, keep it on the very dark part, on the very dark edge of the LCD. And then just cut it. Right there I cut it off of the LCD. Okay, and then just on the bottom piece, I'm just putting it on the white plastic where your bulb sits. Right up to the edge here and just score it, rip it off. There we go. Move the tape aside. And then let's remove the old tape from the bezel, which should be easy. Should just come right off. If it starts giving you problems, then just, you know, get at it nice and hard there so that it'll come off. Let's remove the protective film from the tape. Okay. And we have the new one. We'll just line that up. Slide our bezel in. Slide our LCD onto it. So we're just gonna. It has little alignment clips on it. Okay. And so you just look over there, lay it down, and just gently again, very gently push down on your LCD. Don't get crazy. You can sandwich it. Just go like this, you know, just grab it, pinch with your fingers, spin it. Just be careful. If you bought a new LCD and you're replacing it and you break it, well, if I were you, I'd be really pissed off. So don't break it. Just be gentle with it. And then now, see, it doesn't fall out. Alright, so there you have it. And then just place this back in. You slide it in. And then the back will actually kind of lock itself so it doesn't slide off too much. So it'll lock. just a little bit. And then what you do is you just run your hinge back down on both sides. Just flip them down. Get your wires untangled and run this one. Plug in your video cable. And then you can use some Kapton tape, and I like to place it right over the video connection so that this doesn't wiggle at all. Same thing with here, since the little piece was removed, the little felt tape, you could just, when you place these down, okay, say that, alright, cool, we got this one, put that down. Now you can put a little chunk of Kapton tape here and along here to keep the wire down like it was. Then you just grab your connections, plug in your, you know what, let's turn this on, see if I broke the LCD. Let's just do it. So, plug in your inverter board. You always want to test your LCD anyways before you plug it in, or you close it all up, right? So, let me lift up the hinges here and we'll do a quick test. Power this puppy on. Cross our fingers, hope it didn't break. Okay. And it didn't break. This is a very dim LCD. See if you can see that. I don't even know if you can. Let me bring you down here. Okay. These get brighter. Oh. Okay, 1 second. Let me pause it. This has a BIOS password on it. So there you have it. Okay, removal and replacement of your lid, inverter board, and LCD. So I'll probably just, you know, there's that. That's one video. It's long enough, 22 minutes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment below. Whether you say, hey, you did something wrong, you're an idiot, you know, I don't care. Good comments, bad comments, all critique is good. Thanks again for watching. Hope this helps somebody out there. Have a great one.